So now the very good thing is when we talk about the EV, people will be more likely connected with Wuling, our brand. Right? I would like to say that with one hand, we're trying to still provide our customers with very competitive ICE models. But of course, we're now trying to also bring more the very good EV models here. I think firstly, when we talk about the EV financing, we should talk about car financing plays a very important role in the downstreaming of the whole supply chain of the car manufacturing. But of course, like what we say, when we go to the EV is a new animal actually to this market. Indonesia is a new entry market for EV. So I think not only the acceptance of the customer regarding the safety of the battery, also the durability and the charging speed, everything, and also even the purchase regarding the financing, the purchase, because usually the EV generation a bit young, so they more prefer a more efficient process. In China, we have the program we call Drive Away Today, which means you apply for the loan and you can also have the accreditation and drive away the car by the same day. So I think, of course, in the EV financing, customers, they will ask a more specialized, customized, some of the financial and insurance package.
Okay, so in the light of the COVID-19 pandemic specifically, could you give us an overview of the current state of the purchasing power and its impact of the electric car market?
Yeah, I think firstly, I will have to say Indonesia actually doing quite a good job. Our GDP may exceed 5% in this year, which is quite amazing numbers compared to other markets in this global-wide this year. But of course, when we talk about the GDP, it also takes different time in different segments, right? We can see all the trading, the construction, everything very strong. But usually when the power flow to the consumption, it takes a bit time. We have to say that the consumption on the cars, this is gradually recover, but not still recover to the very high level. But we believe, again, Indonesia should be the very promising market. That's why we have very big determination. We should continuously to investment in Indonesia. And we hope the recovery and also the auto sales, including EV, will boost again.
Okay, so we know that in Indonesia specifically, with many types of electric car models available these days, how substantial is the influence on vehicle financing specifically, and what does it mean for the consumers?
Yeah, so when we talk about more EV models, we talk about China or Indonesia? I think.
I guess you can answer in both contexts.
So in China, we have a saying, one flower does not make the full spring, which means actually the more EV models launching in Indonesia or in China, actually this will really encourage the government and also other manufacturers. They have the very serious investment, not only in the production of the EV, but also in the whole supply chain, including the battery, including the spare parts. Of course, also requires us to do the different style of the financing and the insurance business. Right? So I think this really happened here. And we really hope more EV models will come in here. This not only for the one brand will success in our Indonesia market, because it's a very big market. We hope that with more models coming, more companies coming, we will see more better EV infrastructure, right, built up in Indonesia. This finally will benefit our customers.
Okay, so is there any specific challenges associated with financing electric cars, and how can potential buyers navigate these challenges?
I think when we talk about challenge for the EV financing, it's actually the challenge for the whole supply chain for the EV, because EV will be very connected, even financing connected with the manufacturing together, right? So like I just mentioned, as any the new animal like the EV also, and also because EV is some of the car, our customer need to carry the car to carry our the most beloved people, our the kids, the wife, the parents, the friends, which means we really take care. This is also very, I think, logical and common. But if we see usually the concerns may be concentrated in several things, including the battery, including the charge speed, the safety and the durability, and also maybe the resale value for the EV. This is also something especially concerning in the new entry market for the EV. I think our Wuling brand is a good thing is that we already have more than 15 years operation for the EV in China. So, and also what we have the Air EV here, right? But we have the name maybe Mini EV, Air EV also in China. Usually this is one of the best performing the small EV models in China. We have connected a lot of the data. So from all the data, actually those things can reduce a lot of concerns of the customer. Actually, in the last 10 years, we almost received 0 report regarding the self-ignition or the self-explosion of the units. Also, what we have the information just in last month, October, our Wuling, the battery also recognized by China, the automobile, the technology and the research center for its very strong and high energy and efficiency and the long durability of the battery.
Okay, so what about high rates? How do high rates affect the affordability on electric cars in general?
Thank you for this question. Actually, this is also one of, I think, all the concerning for all the player in this market, right?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I will say our Indonesian government already do a very good job in controlling the inflation. I think we are balancing the interest rate hiking period and also the increase of the inflation. I think the numbers already recover better, but it still takes time. And I will say, with a more positive view, I will say with one hand, I thank you very much to our local, our bank partners in here in Indonesia, the local banks and the international banks. They gave us great support during this time period. And they like the idea of the green loan and the sustainability loan very much, which we have the Wuling overall still leading the sales of the EV in this market. So Wuling Finance is one, now we can be very closing with our bank partner talking about this idea. The second thing, I think even during the change moment about the high rate, still the market demand is there, right? So maybe even during this challenging, this shows more the importance of the multi-financing company, the position, because even the high rate, we're still trying to find the very right customer, giving the most suitable rates to mapping their expectation, yes. But of course internally to support our own development. I think this will be our overall view for the rate market at this moment.
Okay, so as you mentioned before, one of the most essential thing in this industry is the component itself.
Yeah.
One of them is the microchip. And given the recent chip shortage affecting various industries back in 2021 until 2022, including electric cars, how is the current evaluation of the situation of this shortage of microchip?
Yeah. This is, again, a good question. I think a lot of our markets are facing this challenge about the shortage of chips. But Indonesia, actually, our Wuling, we are quite proud of that. We overall not meeting the shortage because firstly, we have the plant here, right? And even during the pandemic, I think we trying to prioritize our market, Indonesia. So the overall, the supply for the chips still quite sufficient in our Indonesia market. But of course, now, because now facing the new time period for the development, we even invest more in the chips development, trying to ensure the security of the whole supply chain. But now I think, because we are saving another brand, also belonging to SAIC, the name is Morris Garage, MG. So I think now for both Wuling and the MG brand, I think the stock is okay, and we can really meet the demand from the market.
Do consumers still experiencing long waiting times for their electric vehicle, specifically because of this chip shortage right now?
Yeah, but I think for our Wuling Air EV,
yes.
It's okay. Because we have different range, yeah, and I think now what are better, even higher than our expectation, the long range, the sales very good, right? And now, but we are already adjusting our production plan, and we support more our local market with the long range, the model.
Okay, when it comes to insuring electric cars, do you have different approach or calculation method considering factors like battery life and usage limits when we are talking about the financing side?
Yeah, I think the development of the EV, also the development of the whole supply chain, right? Not only about spare parts, the manufacturing, yes. And also including the financing and the insurance. And with the growing numbers of the EV, I think more and more the demand from market and customers, they will talk about the special and customized some of the protection, especially in the insurance area. Actually, in other markets, for example, China, already the China Insurance Association already issued the special clause talking about the special coverage for the key components of the EV. Usually we mentioned about the 3 key systems is about the battery, the electronic, the mechanical, and also the electronic control. So those are the key components in the EV models. So all the insurance already cover everything, so reduce the customer's concern. But I think this takes time because this also requires a lot of the database. So this can support all the insurance company be more ready to support the similar the insurance package. But so far here in our Indonesian market, our Wuling gives the full time of the warranty. So actually, I think a lot of customers, they don't have the special concern about this one. And also, our the insurance regarding the charging, the cost, everything, I think still maintain the same as our the ICE models.